The Further Adventures of Hank the Cowdog, Chapter 11, Part 1, War. It was 3 miles to the ranch where Plato and Beulah and Rufus stayed. I kept to the creek for a mile or so and then got up on the county road. Boy, it felt good. The air was sweet with wildflowers and the sunshine warmed my back. My eyes worked, my aches and pains had gone, and I could feel the muscles inside my skin straining to get out and do handsprings. I made a mental note to myself. Next time you get to feeling poorly, go see Madame Moonshine, because she can cure more ills than black drought. I knew about black drought because Loper once had used it to cure me of a case of worms. Don't try it unless everything else has failed. It was late afternoon when I reached the outbuildings of the ranch, and by that time I had worked out my strategy. I would lurk around, check things out. I also gave my highly conditioned body a chance to recharge. I didn't want to underestimate the magnitude of the task before me. Taking on Rufus would be a handful even on a good day. I went creeping through some tall grass on the west edge of the place. I could see Billy down at the corrals working with a young horse, but I didn't see any signs of Beulah or Rufus. I spotted a pile of old posts and headed for it. I would set up a scout position there and, let the pot bubble for a while. I reached the post pile, was peering around a corner when I heard a noise. It sounded like teeth chattering, and it was coming from inside the pile. Who's in there? Nobody, said a squeaky voice. You expect me to believe that? You're not just dealing with any just old slouch. Who are you? Who I am is irrelevant. The order is for you to come out before I have to make kindling out of the post pile. All right, I'm coming, but don't bite for Pete's sake. My skin tears very easily. Out came a spotted bird dog with rings around his eyes that made it appear that he was wearing glasses. He was trembling all over, and you guessed it. Plato, my old rival in the Love of Beulah department. We'd met once or twice, but we weren't what you'd call bosom friends. Hank, oh, thank heaven it's you. It may be too soon to thank heaven, Plato. He slapped his paw against his cheek. At first I thought you were that Doberman. This has been an incredible experience. Would you believe 5 days in this pile? I mean actually in fear of my life. I'm telling you it's been... Where's Rufus? Plato's eyes widened. I don't know where he is, and that's okay. I've got nothing at all against the dog. I'm perfectly willing to relate to him. Why do you ask? I'm looking for him. Gosh, good heavens, why? A grudge. A grudge? Okay. He started backing toward the pile. Well, my position is very simple, Hank. Your position better stay out of the post pile. Alright, but what I'm saying is that I don't really approve of grudges. The idea I mean. That ain't alright. He nodded. Okay. I peered around the edge of the pile and studied the lay of the land. Then I caught sight of the enemy. He was down in the backyard chewing on a big bone. Beulah sat a few feet away watching him tear at it. He crept over. Plato and we peeked around the corner. Good heavens, just look at him. Here's the way I figure it. You'll go down first and get his attention. And then I'll move out and keep under cover. While he's busy with you, I'll attack and hit him on the blind side. Wait a minute, Hank. I hate to take a cheap shot, but I got a feeling we're going to need the element of surprise. Listen, Hank, I think we've got a basic misunderstanding here. What I have in mind is more of an advisory role. You see the distinction? I think my talents... Well, that dog is terrible. Do you have any idea what he could do with those teeth? I got a real good idea, Plato. That's why I need a decoy. The end of Chapter 11, Part 1.